This video provides a clear explanation of the production of high-frequency induction, known as HFI, longitudinally welded steel tubes. The process begins with the handling of steel coils as they arrive at the production line. Each coil is lifted, positioned, and prepared for uncoiling. After that, the coil is uncoiled, and the strip is flattened and prepared for forming. A strip accumulator stores material to allow continuous production even during coil changes. Next, the strip edges are bent upward as the initial forming begins. Now the strip transitions from a pre-shaped to an almost round tube. At this point, the strip resembles a slit tube, with edges ready for welding. Proper alignment is vital for weld integrity. Sensors continuously monitor edge position. Here, the tube reaches the welding area. The forming rolls guide the strip precisely into the weld point, and the glowing edges visibly join together. A bead scraping tool removes the first layer of excess material. At this station, the FI coil heats the joint line before reaching the squeeze rolls. This produces a clean, strong longitudinal weld. To create a smooth outer surface, a second scraping removes any remaining excess material. The weld seam is reheated to relieve stress from welding. This improves ductility and toughness. After that, the tube cools naturally by a controlled airflow. Sensors track tube temperature during cooling to prevent overheating or irregular cooling. The continuous tube strand is cut into the required lengths. This is performed by a flying saw to cut without stopping the production line. This accurate cut is essential to prepare tubes for the next processes. This is followed by straightening rolls to correct any curvature in the tube. After that, the tube length is checked automatically, and residual water is removed from inside. Ultrasonic equipment checks the tube ends for internal flaws. Removing water ensures accurate readings. The tube is rotated to allow a complete inspection of both ends. Sensors check cut quality. Diameter gauges confirm the tube meets standard tolerances to prevent problems in assembly. Wall thickness uniformity is verified as well. Then the edges of the tube are inspected to ensure they are uniform, as well as the tube ovality. Each tube receives a traceable ID code. Ultrasonic probes examine the entire weld seam for defects such as porosity, cracks, or lack of fusion. Internal stamps or markings are applied for identification. A second marking pass ensures clear traceability to prevent misidentification. This supports strict quality documentation. Tubes are shifted sideways to alternate lines or processes. Here, individual tubes are mechanically coupled together to form a continuous tube string before entering the coating line. Tubes enter the preparation stage of the coating line. Surface conditions are evaluated. Proper preparation ensures long-lasting coating adhesion. The tube surface is blasted to remove scale and rust. This produces a clean, roughened surface. Clean surfaces are essential for coating durability. Dust removal may occur between blasting stages to ensure uniform cleaning. The tube exits the blasting chamber ready for coating. A final inspection checks the cleaned surface. The tube must be flawlessly prepared before coating. An internal lance removes blasting media from inside the tube. The tube is transported toward the coating equipment. Roller speed is synchronized for smooth feeding. Induction heating raises the tube to coating temperature. Proper heating ensures strong bonding. Tube ends are automatically shielded before coating to prevent powder or plastic from entering the tube. A primer layer is applied using powder coating to improve corrosion resistance. A plastic layer is extruded over the tube surface. This creates a uniform, protective coating. After coating, the tubes move into the cooling zone. Controlled water sprays cool the coated tubes to stabilize the coating thickness. Sensors verify the coating thickness in real time. A continuous line of printed information is applied along the tube. This includes grade and specifications. Additional data such as batch numbers is printed as well. Coating quality is immediately inspected before separating the continuous tube strand. The continuous tube strand is separated into individual tubes. Tube ends undergo machining such as chamfering. Proper finishing ensures compatibility with fittings. This ensures perfect alignment in pipelines. After that, tubes are moved to the side to improve workflow and reduce delays. Cross movement supports flexible production. The tube interior is inspected to ensure no debris or imperfections remain. Protective caps are placed on tube ends. Each tube or bundle receives a final label. Tubes are moved in a straight orientation to minimize bending. Then they are loaded into carts for internal movement. Proper stacking prevents surface damage. Cart move inside the facility to transfer tubes to the shipping station. The transport system is optimized for efficiency and safety. Tubes are loaded onto rail wagons layer by layer. Padding prevents metal-to-metal contact while layering maximizes stability and capacity. A rail-mounted gantry crane lifts tube bundles into the wagon. This allows safe handling of heavy loads. Crane operation follows strict safety standards. The final step is securing the load with straps, blocks, and protective materials. This prevents movement during transport. Proper securing ensures the tubes reach the customer safely. Thanks for watching this detailed look at HFI welded tube production. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and share it with others who may benefit. Your support helps us keep creating quality content. See you again.